Come on. Give me a second. What is wrong with you, Google? Oh, well, restream. I know I'm late. Just give me a second. I need to No.
Damn it.
Okay. Are you actually working? I hope you are. Oh well. Let me check the Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Blah, blah. Actually, not the worst start to the stream, not the best start of the stream ever, but at the very least, one thing is for certain. I am vertical. Hello folks, it's me, I'm Biggy and I'm black and... I'll start over. Hello folks, it's me, I'm Biggy and I'm back and I'm live. Cancelled. Cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. What a way to start off the stream to actually get myself cancelled. Wonderful. What a start. Where's my clipping? Why am I not allowed to clip that? And why is the redeem not working on the tubes? Cause it's not. Alright. There's some viewers on the vertical stream at the very least. But of course I'm gonna get cancelled. But yeah. Oh man. That's gypped. Here, I'll redeem it for you.
Strange redeems aren't working.
That's really weird too. Great. Everything's borking. The thing is, there's a couple of things I need to address first. Let me just go ahead and... if the redeems aren't working, I'll need to go check the... Let's Streamlabs. But a couple of things. First off, you weren't here yesterday, so I wasn't able to rant for you to be able to go re as well. But on Friday, my healthcare got denied. So I went in and tried to get some healthcare stuff done, and due to some complications regarding my universal healthcare program, they said that I was no longer on disability, which was you know, it was upsetting to say the least. But of course, there's a bunch of things that I need to do. Well, today. Yeah, no integration with kicks. Thank you. But yeah, that's a bunch of things I needed to do to solve that today. So I might need to do that. What else? My stomach. I was able to set up today, but of course my stomach had other plans. So as soon as I set up, I had to go back down and deal with number 2. I'll leave it at that. So that's why I'm late. So I had to get back up, set up the stream, get back down, onto the bed, clean up, get back up, sit up. So we had an eventful morning this morning. So, and hopefully the stream will go smoothly, smoother than what I'm actually doing. Hopefully. Let's try the redeems now. Is it working?
Sounds like you had an American healthcare experience.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looks like you could use some more suffering.
Mm-hmm.
At @im_Biggy,
Okay.
you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
At the very least, it's working on Twitch. So maybe I'll need to switch over to another thing. Yep. My tubes. Yeah, we'll see if the bonk gets redeemed or not. If it doesn't, then it's broken on YouTube. Oh well. We'll see. But we're gonna play some Rogue Trader and I Hardly Know Her and all that good stuff. Yeah, let's just go and thank our members since the ads are in progress right now. So thank you all of our members. Good morning 4826. I'm not sure what you're or where you're from, but looks like you're somewhere in the Southeast Asian region. You're either Burmese. Oh, I think that's Cambodian. Okay. I'm not up on my Cambodian. But yeah, anyways, good morning. And thank you to all of our members, Akilux, Mana, Dalboden, Rafavika Chapatikno, and Amislam, for being members at the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, and badges and emojis for whenever you comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoy the video, like the video, enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live, and hopefully things will go well or better than what I started today. Okay, so vertical stream is up. That's good. Our new overlay's working. That's good. What else is new? Yeah, my new overlay's working fine. And the
Pro tip to living longer in Cambodia. Don't wear glasses to correct your vision. Warning information may be dated. #history.
hooray. Wonderful. I still don't know if it's Cambodian or not. I'm not sure if that's the case. I could just copy your name maybe, and then just do a good old Google Translate. Let's go and detect the language. Sinhala? Okay. I don't know what Sinhala is. So you're from India somewhere, I think. Hooray! I am profiling. Hi, Ajit Kumara. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, we're playing Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader, I hardly know her. Okay. When we last left off, we just finished pretty much the quest to go to the command center. So there's that. And my initial uh, YouTube boost to my live stream has come and gone. So there's that. And we're pretty much... all we have left to do now is just leave.
None shall stand in my way.
And we could either leave to the upper way or to the void ship. We're back on the void ship. But so far, what we've done is we've gone to Rykad Minoris, I think. Received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no litany or ritual pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change their assigned rituals, sometimes downright freeze and a trance. And oh, that's kind of poor, because I just realized that the new overlay covered up my text. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, it's covering up the text. So I'll need to... do I want to do this? That's kind of sus in terms of the overlay, but I mean, I could just do this for now until I could... you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm just going to put this on top. That's what she said. Move to top. And then just make the main screen for now. And slowly put this guy on top. Order, move to top. Then you move order of this guy to top. And yeah, we'll move this slightly. Yeah, that's got to be good enough for now. I'll make adjustments to the overlay a little bit later. Can I move this way? There we go. All right, that's gonna have to be it for now. For those of you watching for the main stream. Okay. Okay. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in the cogitator calculations. A sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whispers and the ship's being cursed or possessed. Yeah. Don't start. Dorsam Sludge, Lumen. starts flickering. Folks, I'm growing used to all that. Resident Ghost to decide to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are all gonna get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused by the echoes of mind, not completely eliminated by manifestations of machine spirits. Will, nevertheless, the faulty servitors made the crew's task considerably more difficult. High Factorium Generous Danrock would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. Okay, so we have defective servitors. That is unfortunate. All right, so we're still in chapter 1. We have Gleam of the Final Dawn, which is going to find the Interrogator von Kalox. And also the Looking for Trouble. We need to do this as well. Visit the planet. We visited the planetoid and the Navis Nobilite and land on Record Minoris. It's just investigating the monastery on Record Minoris. And now we have companion quests, which is Pascal. Arrived on Record Minoris at the quest of Mentor. We need to find Armonard in the Adeptus Mechanicus in the monastery. We have the New Blood Errand. Crew suffered losses during cultist raid. Yep.
Howdy, howdy. You're sitting up?
Yes, I'm sitting up. But it took me a lot to sit up today. I had to set up at 8 a.m. Getting ready to stream, and I had to lie back down because my body decided to rebel, and I had to clean up from the whole number 2 experience. So I went back down.
Selvala. Dang it, body.
So I went back down. I did the cleanup. We're back up today, sitting up finally, but I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to sit up. But we'll see. And the thing is, it's so irritating, right? The way my body just kind of didn't follow suit. But also I decided to set up the new whatchamacallit, the new not interface, the new overlay to make it more Warhammery. But then of course it covered up the lower half of this thing, lower half of my stream. So I've had to actually put the overlay over on the game screen on top of the overlay. So you can see here, like this.
He was untapped, became tapped almost immediately.
Yep.
Now he is untapped again.
Yep. Somebody put on an Umbra mantle on me, but the color of mana wasn't. it was okay, never mind. Let's not talk about different colors of mana, but the color of mana that I was tapped for doesn't exist currently in the Magic the Gathering system. And anyways, I was going by the way, I was going to basically do like this for the overlay. Where is it?
Biggy likes black mana today.
Yeah.
It's a very cool overlay.
Yeah, this was going to be the overlay, but then it got covered by the like my little face got covered by this thing right here. So I might need to just make some adjustments on the overlay. So there's that. But for now, we need to put this on top. Okay. But we're gonna do some of this today. I'm not sure if tomorrow's gonna be a day off, so that I could set things up. And this will be one thing that's happening right now to my PC. um, it's giving me let's reboot to Windows 11 notifications every day. So this might be the last stream that we're going to do it on Windows 10. And if we're going to do the Windows 10 upgrade to Windows 11, today, tomorrow will be focused on getting my PC to work on Windows 11. And I have to back up everything. After backing up everything, I have to restore everything. I have to make sure that I don't accidentally delete anything. But at the very least, I have a hard disk of stuff that I not a hard disk. What is it called? An backup drive, an NAS that will be able to handle all the external data. Call of the Edge. That's what she said. But right now we have a quest of defective servitors. So we need to go to Hypertorm Generous Danrock to check that. And then we have the New Blood. The crew lost after doing the cultist raid. Wait, already remedied in Rykard Minoris, right? I thought I talked to the Rykard Minoris people to remedy that. But yeah, we have this guy. Oh, Rykard Minoris is Majoris is here. We need to scan this, and we need to scan this. I think it's Rykard Philia, and there's an unidentified void chip we could scan as well. But yeah. We go back to the bridge of the void chip management. Back to the bridge again. Uh-oh. I could also maybe generate a rogue trader chair for me to sit behind. PM ครับ ขอน้ำเปล่าหน่อยเด้อ And the newest member of our crew is you, Pascal. We have the Vox Master, the Master Helmsman, the map, and Janris. We need to talk to Janris in a bit. Anything the Vox Spirit says recently? No interesting information? Okay. Let's see if we have any bits of dialogue with Cassia.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I'm Big Yes.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
Your love of painting reflected in your speech.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
So nice to have like I like this kind of character though so much, like being able to express their gifts in such a unique way. But yeah.
You will hear no objection from... I have enjoyed your company. Thank you.
Okay. Right, so we have this, we have you. We don't have any other quests except for maybe if we talk to what's his name? Not the Technomat. Where's Pascal? There he is.
The young sire knows all, comprehends all.
Right. Do you know anything about the malfunctioning servitors on the ship?
Information about the incidents has been detected in the catalog. The incidents have been acknowledged as insignificant. A technical inquiry has established that the most statistically likely cause of the errors was a transgression of sacrilegious negligence during the lobotomizing rite. This disgraceful act of malfeasance has allowed shadows of the servitor's thoughts and recollections to survive in the depths of his mind, which ought to be dedicated to service alone.
I knew it's smart for us to actually consult a Pascal.
God, I love the Mechanicues, he.
Yeah. It is good to actually consult Pascal regarding this. Yep. So basically, we have malfunctioning servitors, right? So Pascal just said that these guys didn't lobotomize completely.
As a ship's engine seer, I accept the results of the technical inquiry. As a learned servant of the Omnissiah, I question its findings. The patterns of the malfunctions form a more complex picture than can be discerned by those of lower ranks. For this reason, instructions have been issued across the ship to report any new incidents to me personally.
Very smart. Okay, so basically, he accepts the results of the inquiry, but he thinks there's more to it.
These servitors weren't properly lobotomized. You have such lazy workers here. Really poor work.
Okay, yeah. What about Rykard Minoris?
The request is approved. I am ready to provide the necessary information.
So what brought you to Rykard Minoris then?
I came heeding the call of my mentor, the blessed Archmagus Amanat. We were supposed to meet on Rykard Minoris and discuss my mission.
The people who want to kill you at the port weren't renegades. It was just a cover.
Thank you. Information acknowledged. I will analyze it and take additional security measures.
And what do you think about this Abel Hanuman?
Acknowledged.
Wait.
The request is, I propose that it was the blessed Amonat who assumed this name.
This isn't how you serve the Omnissiah. No, it isn't. No one serves the Omnissiah like I do. I do it the best. Trump as a tech priest, he.
Oh man, I love
Every effort be made to rescue a high-ranking
that's
of knowledge.
that's actually an interesting character roleplay choice as well. We could create Trump as an Omnissiah. Or no, as a tech priest. This isn't how you serve the Omnissiah. No, it isn't. No one serves the Omnissiah like I do. I do it the best.
Acknowledged. The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information.
Like, request approved.
Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant.
So how do you end up in this Kronos Expanse?
I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
So why are you not with the fleet then?
Archmagus Amanat, my blessed mentor, commanded me to crew the orbital station Altar Templum Calixus X-17. This venerable temple station was founded in the early years of our expansion into the Coronis Expanse. It is currently a rear observation post of the Cognizance Fleet in orbit around the star Furibundus.
Rear observation. That's quite a nice job to observe the rear. I would love to be a rear observator.
The sacred fraternity of explorers. The cult Mechanica sent us
Exploring that
out to
rear.
frontiers of the known sectors as research researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the Code, who return to the Lost Worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost. Explorators are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers whose unorthodox views are dangerously close to apostasy.
Oh well, then tell me about them mechadendrites then.
They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
Are they like nanomachines? Machine spirits. I think they're probably like nanomachines, right? My younger brothers and guides. Wait. No. They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. The machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex. Are they kind of like that? Or maybe that like midichlorians. Alright, we can stop here.
Acknowledged. I am honored to belong to the priesthood of Mars, guided by its tenets. We safeguard technology against the impure and the unenlightened.
So Mars?
That is where the cult of the Omnissiah originated, and where we were granted the first revelations. Many millennia ago, we made an alliance with the Emperor of Terra, and have served the Imperium ever since, paying a tribute of machinery, weapons, and void ships.
I like how the what the connotations of this means. It means that when people colonized Mars, rather than terraforming it, they
Questionably. The thing about the machine spirits is that it isn't exactly clear what it is. It's either the machine was programmed to do that, nanomachines, abominable AI, or just pure superstition. No one knows cause evidence of each answer exists.
Oh, okay. So it is kept obscure. That's fine. But I love the insinuation here that rather than terraforming Mars, they terraformed bodies to be able to inhabit inhospitable places. I guess.
Everything that bears the blessed seal of machinery comes from our hands. And
Nanomachines,
it is we
son.
who make sure the operating rituals are performed as they were meant to. We are everywhere. We are the Mars forged steel bars that give the Imperium strength.
And what do you mean guarded? This is not buried treasure. It's not a secret.
It is both a treasure and a secret. Technology is how the divinity of the Omnissiah manifests itself in this world. This is why the uninitiated may only be allowed to touch the most vulgar and mundane of its instances. We, on the other hand, are authorized to use the sacred catechism of maintenance and operation. Although there is another reason to deny lay people the
Fun
sacrament
fact,
of knowledge.
the two-headed bird that is a common sight on Imperium is the symbol of the pact between the Imperium and Mars, each head representing both factions.
And the exposure to it may corrupt the uninitiated.
You mean this
Another danger
two-headed
is
thing?
knowledge
Right here?
strangely interpreted and inscrutably
Interesting.
twisted by the minds of Xenos. This bane is called Xenotech.
But yeah, anyways, not Z. No, what was I thinking? But we haven't seen orcs yet, right? I think orcs will be late game enemies, I would assume. Okay, dangerous, twisted renegades. Omnissiah wisdom is called heretic. Ooh, heretic. So it's interesting that there are heretic technology, and it probably will have. Well, we'll see. Its connotations soon. I like the fact that this is a wonderful jumping in point for people interested in Warhammer lore, because it just explains everything. Yeah, sacred objects certainly should be able to be touched by worthy hands, right?
An example of Herotech is AI. The machine cults despises AI.
Okay.
This statement is true. What many consider chains on our way to comprehension is our armor, which we have inherited from our wisdom-blessed predecessors.
You hold a high position in your fraternity, then?
This electu indicates that I am a Magos, who has mastered the sacraments of many spheres of knowledge, and has the right to conduct services in a forged cathedral.
So what is the Omnissiah?
Organic
Wait,
tissue is an imperfect replica of the machine.
let's
Transient
press the wrong
and
button.
vulnerable. Metal is more stable, more effective, and more durable. Flesh speak is flawed next to binary language. Meat begets weakness, it softens the mind and undermines discipline. But you can replace metal when it wears down. In addition, a machine is a supreme form of knowledge, and by assuming mechanical form, we become closer to the Omnissiah.
Oh man, I already want to just convert. I am a convert, maybe.
However, like all things sacred, our augmentations must not be defiled by the eyes of the ignorant. Which is why we reveal only the crudest of tools, while holy
Which leads to one of the examples of the machine cult's hypocrisy. They believe that all machines have spirits that you must serve and appease, that the machine spirit can even act on its own. But AI is evil and wrong and heretical.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay, okay, so right now all these answers are kind of sus, because if I say that I'm curious to see his augmentations, then I am coming onto him pretty strong, right? Abominable disfigurement of the sacred human shape. I don't like that answer. I don't think it's a superstition either.
Become one with ChatGPT Borg.
The right to witness the miracle of flesh being fused with holy metal is granted only to those who have ascended to the rank of initiate. However, your lofty status of rogue trader allows me to make a partial exception and reveal my sacred stigmata.
Oh my goodness. I am not let's not do this in Oh. Oh. It's emaciated white meat gnawed through by metallic shunts. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my.
show me your motherboard.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh. Oh my. But the robe's scarlet folds on his chest to see emaciated white meat. Gnawed through by metallic shunts and flexible wires. Oh my. Blood runs through his transparent pipes, enriched with nutrients required by the pallid flesh. Oh, we got tech use succeeded. Side of body transformation in the appendage to an increasingly complex mechanism built using unfathomably ancient blueprints is mesmerizing. Oh my. Every component of the machine served the dual purpose of preserving life in Pascal's fragile flesh and preventing all threats of his well-being. Wow. It's been generous to you, certainly. His creation's keeping you safe from death, right?
The Omnissiah has been generous to you too. He has granted you understanding.
Well, what is the Omnissiah in your understanding, then?
He is the divine mechanism, the maker of technology. The universe was made to resemble a mechanical marvel because the Omnissiah rules over it. Knowledge is the highest form that he uses to manifest in the world. For now. Someday, he will come to this world in the absolute fullness of his splendor.
I like how they capitalize he to emphasize the when speaking to people about it, of his magnificence.
The Adeptus Mechanicus worshipped the Emperor. He is the earthly manifestation of the Omnissiah, who brought humanity into the light of divine grace.
Okay, so he worships the Emperor in return. Fair enough. I guess that's how you relegate the you whatchamacall the lore. Made sure that the lore is how to keep people unhappy. I guess that's what I wanted to say. You have a strange way of speaking. Is it because of the augmentation, or does your faith dictate how you should express yourself?
Partially true. I had a voice modulator implanted alongside the respiratory purification module, but there is an additional reason.
Oh,
Gothic is not my first language. I am used to thinking and making statements in lingua technis. The binaric language is more informative, more ergonomic, and less prone to misinterpretation.
okay, wonderful. Okay, so basically his English is, well, English, quote unquote. Gothic isn't his first language. He's more used to thinking in code.
Acknowledged.
Taking my leave.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Thank you. Right, so now we need to talk to... Where is him? This dude. Janris. So what happened with the servitors? Wait. Order the shipping and transportation of some goods? Oh, we could actually talk directly to the explorators now.
Yup, when the Emperor first arrived on Mars, he showed off his psyker powers by remaking an old but powerful ship that was said to be the first ship that brought the people to Mars. It was that feat that convinced the machine cult that the Emperor was the earthly manifestation of their god, hence why they wanted to form an alliance.
Mm-hmm. And I guess that's how they relegate. Okay, so being united under one banner, I think that's how they relegated the alliance. No, how they not relegated, how they made sense of the alliance. And I bet if history is any proof of proving his fact, I think it's just a bit of rewritten history. I bet it's just a way that they try to make sense of the matter. Okay. But we'll see. Inform me about the servitors. What happened with the servitors? Violating protocols, interrupt their tasks.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To stop the world from devastation. Okay. The ship servitors have been malfunctioning as of late. Violating protocols, interrupting tasks. Crew members have observed crew members for longer periods of time and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. Had it been a routine technical fault, it would have decided to fit these servitors myself, but I deemed it necessary to notify you. So I do not wish to hide such irregularities from the Lord Captain. Oh boy. Okay. This is just... All right, this is gonna be a bit of a mind F, isn't it? I could already see the mind effery that this is gonna cause me. All right, let's take a look at the servitors. Pascal will come along. Okay. Right. So Pascal is on the right. I'm on the left here, I guess. With his lordship. Okay, sector data available, region unavailable. On the Von Valancius ship. Lower decks, material report of the phenomenon that is observed during the Lord Captain's visit. And when his lordship has arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position as they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, standing in a long spiraled line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion. All as one, as if in a command, the servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomat, tasked with overseeing the defective units, even reached for the weapon, but the servitors still went just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath, disturbed by the sight. We waited to speak. So his lordship, I'm Biggy von Valancius, took several steps towards the servitors, gestured his engineer prime to study the servitors, demanded a report of defective units' status from technomats. I gestured Pascal to study the servitors. So basically, Pascal waded into the motionless ranks of the servitors, peering into the faces, checking his readings. There was no haste in Pascal's actions. His mesmerizing diligence, he inspected every unit in his path. The binary prayers were his companions in this investigation. The examination confirmed the technomat's initial hypothesis. The servitors' souls, or rather, the souls of the people they once were, had awakened, not yet fully conscious of their past and present. Their half-machines could nonetheless feel primitive emotions and sensations such as fear and pain. Their undesirable consequences of shoddy performed lobotomy is most rarely observed, and yet for some unknown reason it has occurred in every single one of the servitors gathered in the bay. Let's take several steps toward the servitors, shall we? Step towards Lord Captain in perfect unison. Mimic his movements with fighting position. The rogue trader halted in place, and after the moment's thoughts, waved his hand, and the servitors just significantly repeated the gesture as well. So they were mimicking me. Echopraxia, I think that's what it's called. Oh, I'm showing you my knowledge. There's echopraxia and echolalia. Echopraxia means following another person's movements as if by instinct. So they repeated it without moments of say or hesitation. Like grotesque marionettes controlled by unseen puppeteer.
I got a long message about the kinda early history of the machine cult, if you don't mind me sending it.
Just slowly adding it to the whole thing. That's fine. It's fun. It's fun for me to learn. I'm finding kind of ironic that I'm learning about Warhammer 40k lore in my 40s. Even though ironic's not the right word to say it. Ironics has to do with opposites. Poetic? Maybe? Examine the servitors. Prompted the inspection, and as thus was my duty to follow Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, shaking wildly. Bulging veins were pulsating under the copper collars inscribed with their past offenses. Those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. Visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that human souls had awakened with the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Hooray! Sentience! After a pause, technomat added the servitors used to function properly, and no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. The thing is, if this happened...
40k, that's a hobby that is cheap and affordable. Said nobody ever. Heck, it makes magic look cheap overall in comparison.
It sucks that's the case. And the thing about 40k, in comparison to Magic, and why it probably didn't take off here, and aside from the cost, is the resale value, really. You can't resell figurines. They're worth nothing. the worth of figurines is dependent on the value of the skill of the person who painted it, and as well as, yeah, that's the thing. Right? So demanded a report on defective units, status of the technomats. So they did not call for termination. I don't want to disassemble the servitor to have its components investigated. Okay, so what is my decision here?
Hold my beer, let me paint over my near mint graded 9 Alpha Black Lotus. The Martians were humans who manned some of the first expeditions to colonize other planets. The surface of Mars proved too difficult to terraform and live on, so they went underground in habitation tunnels. And film it?
Yeah.
This went on for many years quite well until the Dark Age came and all the planetary colonies were cut off by warp storms. Mars was left without outside help, and thus greatly depended on their engineers to keep the habitation machines functioning. Years and years of this style of living, and the engineers were seen less as fellow workers and as the sole saviors of the people of Mars.
Okay. Give me a second. For some odd reason, I don't see the little guy here talking. Let me see. Try again.
Blueprints became reverent texts, engineers became the speakers of the machines, and human life was seen as expendable in the face of keeping these machines alive.
Okay, that's
Hence the machine cult eventually developed. First, why would you terraform Mars when you could terraform Venus? Heck, terraforming Earth makes more sense if you could terraform. Terraforming is always flawed when you can go just do it on Earth.
right. Okay, keep going, and let me just make adjustments until the audio makes sense. Yeah, I think the little manta stopped talking properly.
Floating manga ain't mouthing.
I need to make a little bit of an adjustment to the volume of Manga's floating mouth.
Biggy or stream is scuffed.
Okay, there we go. A little bit better. I wonder how long has it been since the manta mouth made proper mouth talks. Yeah, could you keep
I can't even use redeems. Also manga, you should restart the stream, it's kind of funny.
I think that the little bit I had before was fine. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
It works now.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Oh, great. I need to actually posted it somewhere else. Not this one. Damn it. Yeah, it should be working fine now.
Dang it, stream.
Right, time to make a decision.
Well, it did work. Now it's broken again.
Um, could somebody just spam emotes or something, so that I could make adjustments?
Little Manta not wanting to work today, lazy bugger.
Yeah, I think it's not that he doesn't want to work. I think I just need to make some adjustments to the volume of the thing.
Face fuchsia poop shape, 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 face fuchsia poop shape.
Yeah, that's fine. That's enough. Okay, let's just use that. The thing is, for me to actually get the little mana guy to work, I needed to have.
He just found out he wasn't getting paid more and is working 996.
I think it's uh, I think it's kind of funny how that little manta dude is just kind of similar to the servitor right now in terms of what he's doing. Like I can't just not be meta about this. We're talking about getting rid of a bunch of uh, servitors, or like having a servitor who's been lobotomized, getting sentience and refusing to work. Well, they're not quite refusing to work. The thing is, as much as I want to, I want to. We could either go to. I want to get some iconoclast points. So, if it were me, if I were role playing, I would destroy the servitors. No, I would basically leave them to their work. But grant their souls some reprieve would be nice. Okay, let's just destroy him.
They are trying to unionize for fair treatment and benefits. Someone stop them.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have a look at our character then. We
No,
now.
that is the Gene Stealer cult.
Right now we're Iconoclast 1. Above Thundering Guns is our ability. Believe in the human life. Above Thundering Guns is Rotator and 2 random allies starved with temporary wounds. Yep. Eventually we'll get to Iconoclast 2. And if we are able to get to 2, we get first round of every combat. The Rotator and the allies gain +2 additional movement points. I think that's quite important. The thing about Dogmatic is that if we actually get Dogmatic points, Grim Determination under allies gain a +10% chance to survive with the wounds with one instead of falling unconscious, which is probably better at the higher difficulty. Absolution just gives them more fiery damage things. Okay. Right. I'm picking the Iconoclast option because it's more useful. Doesn't make sense roleplay wise, but that's fine. Right, let's have a look see here. We have this, which is a needle that fires a single sliver needle coated with viral toxin. I think I like it on Pascal. Because he doesn't seem to have anything to do sometimes. Used once for combat. Yep. The thing is, there's another character. Okay, I'm gonna save here. There's another character archetype that we could have actually gotten with. Or gone with. Right. Let's see. Right, just as a thing, right? The other character archetype we could have gone with is the commander type. And instead of Imperial World, I think it's not Forge World, Hive World. Hive World is strength in numbers. Yep. Fellowship and Agility. Agility is the dodge and fellowship. And we get things like camaraderie. I think if we actually replayed the game, we could actually do this. Hive World characters can pass willpower resistances. Using their fellowship. We have outnumber. Melee superiority against the enemy. Weapon personalization. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage have +1 damage. +5 armor and penetration, +1 rate of fire. Yep. You have a helping hand. So basically, he will be involved with standing next to whatchamacallit most of the time. What's the other dude's name? Wisteria and Seneschal Abelard. So this is just a bit of a... yeah. And we could also make him a commissar. Or Navy officer. I think that's the thing. No, Brace for Impact is Navy officer. We already had that. That has weapon skill and fellowship. And increase in skill, coercion, and athletics. Yep, this is another fellowship character build. Just in case I wanted to do like we do, or play this game over again. And would have actually gotten more weapon skill, more fellowship. And what's his... So we have coercion on commerce. We don't have as much lore. But now we have more persuasion. I think that would what would happen then is that we're going to give persuasion over to Cassia. And demolition doesn't make too much sense on him though. Increased melee damage. I think that's the thing. Yeah, that would have been the other kind of character build if we wanted to. He would use more coercion than persuasion. Yeah, anyways, let's close. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's go to the map of the Corona's Expanse. Check the journal. So we could either go, not the starport, this is where we were before. The bunker. Let's head to the Cenobium. Okay. Wait, we'll cover the landing area, your lordship. Glory to the Von Valentius dynasty.
It's about time.
There's more stuff down here, so let's move back here.
A new challenge for
But yeah,
me?
a little bit of a ooh, athletics. Just a bit of a heads up. Today and tomorrow, after this stream, I'll be heading to. I'll see if I need to reset
Nothing's
the PC
impossible for this old officer.
and install Windows 11, and we have to say goodbye to our Windows 10. Days, because I've been getting some notifications for me to reset it to Windows 11 repeatedly every single time I reset the PC. Now it's gotten to a point where it's probably not worth it anymore, and I'll try to spend today and tomorrow backing up stuff. Right, what's this?
Excellent.
The pieces are molten as edges.
No.
The statues was
Windows
likely
10
blasted,
is superior. Go find
multi-laser.
programs that turn those notifications off.
No, that's the thing though. I'll have to migrate to Windows 11 eventually anyways, because they will stop having support. So by the time October rolls around, my PC will be super vulnerable. And I thought that I'll probably have to do that eventually anyways. Just finished the game myself, said Laticus. Might look for more content and found you. You're in for a treat if you like RPGs. Thank you, Laticus. Thanks for being here, buddy. And if you jumped onto the mainstream, you'll be able to get the text-to-speech stuff enabled as well. And all my social links are there. Yeah, I absolutely am a fan of
Laticus.
CRPGs. Yeah.
I won't tolerate weakness.
My house would be proud of me.
Okay, the governor sent this to our aid. More Imperium lore? What's here?
I did fine.
All right. Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed Cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. And there's a door that we can't enter unless we open it using the gate opening thing. Right, open the gate.
Follow my lead.
Jumping straight into the cenobium. I wonder if there's a bunch of servitors. Press the any key. Where's the any key? What's going on here? Heretics off by ruthlessly? Okay, so basically there's a bunch of heretics here. We're not heretics, are we? Please don't get mistaken for heretics.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over
You
our
know, one of the
imperatives
most
and
influential and
endeavors.
honestly just plain best Mechanic-use characters is Archmagos Belisarius Call. He is such a beastard and so beloved by the community.
Oh, a B-star. Wait, I didn't know you were a fan of the B-stars. No, I understand what you're saying.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Rykad. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
Oh no.
None shall stand in my way.
More lore. Merciful electric shock. Space was contorted in pain as if it was tortured. Yikes. Right, you note the wire junction and often marked with symbols and keys. Here's two. Okay, just have a look. Wire junctions are often marked with symbols of keys that appear to connect two lines.
Victory awaits.
What's here?
We need to investigate.
A door? On the maladies of machine spirits in the way of diagnostic divination. Was that a hidden door? Mummified electro priest? Okay, let's have a look. Honored adherent, thank you for showing us the tarot of the fabricated general Pravictor's maxim. Death does not end his service driven. Let's use tech use. See if okay, good. We successfully did the tech use. He's data dreaming. Okay, so I'm not sure what data dreaming means, but I guess it's kind of like having a backup copy of your data, and it could be restored at a later notice. Liama?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Unity through thought and spirit, the dead are incapable of exuding such hues. Oh, I don't want to disconnect the wire from him. Let me just ask. Can you hear me, Tech Priest? I'm ready to bring you good tidings, brethren. Now respond with the words of the second galvanic hymn. is a revered and miraculous prayer of the Dectus Mechanicus. Naturally, you know it very well. Hooray! Let us praise the twin charges, the body electric, and the Omnisci who lights the spark of reason within us. And let us carry his charge to those who have turned their minds towards his light. Let it so be so indeed. Who or what are you? Praetor Electroid Darth Impulse. Darth Impulse II, by the will of the Omnisci, the prior of this monastery and the guardian of the miraculous fusion reactor. Ooh, fusion technologies. I guess fusion technology would probably be figured out by now. We're so close to it right now. Over here on Earth, right? So close. Well, we've managed to do it for just a few milliseconds. So my mind has soared towards the Omnisci and a blessed data dream. My body is decaying, but my spirit will remain by my master's side. For I am the sacred sentinel of the code, the guardian of the sacred relic, and the eye that watches over the right of operations. So tell me what your data dream's like. One with a motive force opens my mind to sacred impulse of knowledge. My reason becoming as fast as they fly, electron of the ray of light. Wow. There's no more of me, for I am eternal. In my binary reverie, I comprehend the wisdom of the machine god and share it with the humble priests who come to my cell, thirsting for my knowledge. So the monastery is under attack by heretics. Can you help? I saw their unholy requests and reject them angrily, for it is said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever shall hand the intrude upon the operation cycle. But should I give you, who does not belong to our faith or fellowship, my blessing? We could either use persuasion. You and I are of the same faith, or would you prefer to wait until the dirty hands of the sacred reactor? I think let's go with coercion here. Yep. So be it. In the name of the shame and unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of the special access and protection from the rage of motive force. Hooray! Oh, we got a buff, is it? Blessing of special access. Plus 50% armor against shock damage. Fair enough. Oh, come on. How much XP do we
How
have left?
shocking.
9 XP. Great.
Re Windows EXP.
Yep. The cultists were off with a hit from the back of some kind of electric weapon.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh.
Take a knee and bow before me.
We've been ambushed. Okay. So basically we don't have a movement points when we're ambushed. So let's start the battle. So Sister Argenta. I hardly know her. We have this Electro Priest and the Electro Priest on the other side. And let's go ahead and move you like here. No, that's not a good spot. What about here? Here it lets you hit 2 units. Right. What do we have here? We have dash. We don't need dash at the moment. Let's go with concentration rated fire. We don't have enough momentum yet. Plus 5 movement points. Attacks cost 1 AP less. Enemies within a 5-cell radius. Oh, okay. So this grants momentum equal to 6 and plus 3 momentum if it's hit by her this turn. Right. X to switch over to this weapon. There we go.
That is for the you, my emperor.
Let's grant momentum. Oi.
Prescience has failed me.
Dodged and parried. Idira, I hardly know her.
Figure it would move off YouTube. How much do y'all know about 40k? I'm curious if you find the story as compelling if you're not versed in the 40k lore.
Hi. Oh, hi, Laticus. I think it's Laticus, right? Call is great, but after this game, probably know more about Pascal. Plus, Pascal's hysterical. Call is terrifying. Figured to move off YouTube. How much do y'all know about 40k? Yep. Curious to find your story about as compelling if you're not versed in 40k lore. I am new to 40k. This is my jump entry point. Manta here is a little bit less. He's a little bit more versed in it.
What is this foreboding?
Okay, so let me just use a couple of things. Let's go ahead and use expose weakness.
Hialaticus / scripture. Yup, I'm the pseudo expert here.
Suedo Wado. Let's give you some more of this. We'll use precise attack.
Was that you? Or
And we're gonna go with Screamsies.
anything else?
Dodge it. Okay.
She read at them.
We're parrying everything. It's kind of nice. Everybody's parrying. I guess it's because of the... I'm not sure if it's because of our ability or not. Okay, Abelard.
Honestly, I can see our navigator screaming renormies.
What is this? This is Taunting Scream. Okay, let's taunt. Oh, do we come at me, bro, on these guys in the back here? No, let's... Okay, let me, first use this.
Victory is imminent.
This is free.
Love it, always great to see people find the fandom. This game is dense, but a fantastic intro.
Indeed.
Let's do this. We're also gonna shoot at these guys.
I will do my duty.
Taunted. Let's just do this attack as well.
Grey hair, sure hand.
And maybe a little bit of a dashing attack. Oh, that will give us give them an attack opportunity.
It will be done.
Okay, great. I missed them. Let's give the extra turn. Well, Before we
Not
extra
my specialty.
before we extra turnsies on Abelard, let's just say
Nothing I can't do.
that voice of command.
Already done.
Air of authority. Shouting about. And just give him an extra shout. Let's see if Abelard is going to be able to gain enough momentum.
I took care of this one. My place is at the fore.
And we could switch weapons. Switch it to this. And go ahead and use
We'll rule
Daring
the
Breach.
stars themselves.
Well, now just swing at him.
At your beck and call. Target well struck.
One more time.
It will be done. An exemplary strike.
That is not a lot of damage. I think a normal strike with this would be much better.
I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Right, that's my turn done. I'll move away from the action. Right, Cassia, you have your little evil eye thing, which should be okay. It's going to hit Sister Argenta as well, which isn't ideal. This will not let you hit them. Maybe from here. Okay, this lets you hit all these guys. Let's do so. Oh, great. Why did I get hit as well? And, let's see, who else? Do I give it to... Right, these two are getting their moves soon. Do I give it to Abelard or give it to me?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Right. Expose.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, let's just free
But
expose.
of course. On it.
And I probably should have shouted differently. Bonk. I screwed that up, but that's fine. Right, Mr. Pascal. Let's move you here.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
We're gonna use one of these swings. Right? Yeah. No, move you here. I could move you here, but that's gonna give you an attack of opportunity to an enemy. Yeah, that's gonna give an attack of opportunity, isn't it? Oh, okay, it didn't. Let's give you a buff.
Request approved.
Haskell is too quick.
Do not Pascal. Do not collect $200.
My vow is to
Whew. Okay, that was fun. Alright, Sister Argenta. I hardly know her.
As the Emperor commands.
Run and gun.
I act.
Let's do a free shoot. Shoot in the boot.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
And what is this? Next area attack. We don't have an area attack next. Could we expose you a bit more?
Will do.
Give you more defense.
Was that you? Or
Just gonna shout. Aw. Didn't quite finish you off then. There's not much you could do except for saying hello.
Not a hard enough re.
Follow my lead.
Wait. Okay. Slice. And we go whoosh.
It will be done.
Bonk.
I took care of this one.
Good job. That was it. Ah, finally, some levels.
Huzzah.
Right? What are we going to get? We already have Air of Authority. Get back in the fight is encourages an ally who immediately recovers from burning, bleeding, toxin, and stun effects. I like the healing ability. And we have a common talent we could pick. We could either go do my no. We already have that. No. No, this is bad. Imperial War character is affected by non-damaging ability. Resolve is increased by 2. You protect me? No. Okay, so we either go you go on to make the servant stronger, move more, or use the you kill it. You kill it is going to be useful in dealing with boss units. No, not boss units. I guess you go on is more useful in comparison. Or we could start pick another common talent. We could even just pick base persuasion. The other thing we could do is strength training to give us a little bit of a better little weapon, but that's not necessary. I like just improving fellowship randomly, right? Dual weapon combat. Oh, okay. This is dueling mastery. Bonus to parry. Flame weapon. Proficiency. Grenadier. Grenade used in combat does not spend
Movement
AP.
point are strong. You would be surprised how many times a few extra steps would have been super useful.
Ah, I see. I mean, we do have a laser weapon right now. Basically, our character is just going to give extra turns and give laser weapon and use laser weapons from afar. And yeah, I guess swift movements then. I think swift movements is just good all around, I guess. All right. So weapon skill.
Respects are cheap as well, so don't hesitate to experiment.
Yep. We probably want athletics here because we don't have a character with high athletics. Joint analysis, where do you have? We have precise attack, so let's go ahead and pick that. Unless there's something else we probably want. Intimidation. Next non-area attack inflicts intimidate. We have perfect spot, which is while in cover. No, we're not using ballistics so much. Granting armor? I don't think there's that. Let's just use precise attack. This is removing cover efficiency. I think the AI is not smart enough to use cover so much. You know what? Let's just use precise attack. That's fine. Calculated relations. Using intelligence instead of fellowship for... I think this is probably more for a main character thing. To have persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on intelligence. Okay, Forge World character stack plus bonus to dodge and reduction. Pinnacle of Weaponry. Plasma, Melta, or Power Weapons. Deals additional damage. Yeah, this is the heavy armor thing that we wanted to give him, but then we weren't able to make use of it. Acceleration protocols. Oh, I love this one. Plus 5 MP first round of combat. Successful melee attacker and plus 2 MP for the next round. I think that works well. Because he's our off tank. Damage dealing off tank. Yep, we want Air of Authority. Next up, we want some sort of talent for the Navigator. Plus 3 additional movement points. Okay, I guess this one. Right, we don't have agility.
Haskell is a heavy weapons platform able to use two-handed weapons in one hand. He's a menace.
Yes. So right now we have ballistics and agility, which is important. Now the question is, do we want either perception, number of wounds, hits, chance. Okay. Strength is melee weapons, and willpower is resisting warp. I think she needs to be able to resist warp a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna be hit a lot. Perception is the ability to dodge physical stuff. Let's pick willpower in case she gets hit by warp stuff. Or this is actually just more accuracy. Do my part. Increase resolve when targeted. Do we pick humanity's finest somewhere? I didn't think so. Let's get improving by improving your getting targeted. Okay, so we already have these two. Now we could pick some more stuff from this side. Oh, we could pick pyromancy. We haven't had pyromancy yet. We have pyromancy weapons too, so that could be interesting. Allies under psychic power, no. Ninth successful dodge, no. First dodge attempt of every enemy suffers minus 21% penalty. Predicted downfall seems fun. We have aftershock. Mental breach. Mind siege, mind thief.
She starts with it. Argenta's humanity's finest bonus is agility.
Ah, fair enough. I probably want something like, well, we can't pick Psyker Majoris yet. Oh, okay. Psychic power range increased by 5 is amazing. I seem to always not have enough range when moving her from cover.
A new challenge for me.
We could open the door if we so wish. What is this? Motive force field. So we've got goods and data altar.
It's about time.
Pascal has enough tech to unlock this.
Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Pilgrim, only the words of the first Galvanic hymn will reveal the gifts hidden between the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Pascal, remind me how the hymn goes. It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants of a shrine of energy prosperity are permitted to perform the first Galvanic hymn. Wow. Emperor, help us all. The esteemed Magos has been caught out not knowing a prayer, and now he's floundering like a cadet in an exam. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay. Let's interrupt the prayer for the moment. Let's not pick things willy-nilly. Because I have a feeling that if we pick things willy-nilly, we're going to fall into a trap. Can we actually talk to you? No.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Let's keep going, shall we? But anyways, thanks for being here, traditional scripture. Feel free to follow if you wanted to see more of this game, of course. But thanks for all of the help and stuff. If you didn't know anything about me, I'm actually a quadriplegic streamer. I'm paralyzed from the chest down with motor function loss. Oh! Thanks, buddy. But yeah, I'm a quadriplegic streamer, so both of my hands don't really work with that well. So I have motor function loss there, and I'm on my wheelchair right now. So there's that. There are no wounds in the heretic's body, but his face contorted in terror. But yeah, I stream somewhat regularly. I stream this game sometimes. I stream some other games related to Gundam, and I'm actually an old school Let's Player who plays things from the Saga series. Oh no.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
The Last of Us? Oh my goodness. So that's Henrik's. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. Supernatural chills making an air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several roundish, reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hanging from his belt, and the Holy Inquisition emblem. This could be Calyx. This could look Calyx Heinrichs, right? Can shake the image of deadly torture. You lived through torture sometime in your distant past. Yep. Interrogator von Calyx, I presume.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kellogg's of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Von Calyx? The cornflakes?
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
Do you need some sort of cough drop or something? Adam?
A psyker. Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the Rogue Trader's protection!
Okay. Idira is a member of my personal retinue and is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I am Rogue Trader and Biggy von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
So you... Theodora is dead? Okay, so... She is already... Okay, so this is my thought process, okay? I'm gonna reveal to him that Theodora is dead. Reason being is that he's been in close contact with her. We have written... That they have written... written correspondence. So I think it's safe to reveal that to him.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of Rogue Trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
Okay. Collect you under the Lord's Inquisitor to offer assistance to you may require, which and provide safe passage. Okay, so now I am a little bit... Actually, let me just ask him what you did to this guy first.
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
I guess I'm here to collect you, yeah.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
What is your task right now?
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You are addressing a rogue trader.
But he's an Inquisitioner, right? Yes, no? Are you actually... Are Rogue Traders beyond Inquisitioners? Or... I thought Inquisitioners have... some level of... agency with them.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
Ha.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
Oh, Cassia, you are so naive. I already have a... Okay, so we've already gotten a friggin' whatchamacallit, foreshadowing in terms of Idira saying things. But now we have...
Inquisition holds vast power. Rogue traders are equal. It's a fine balance.
I already see that there's a not quite a power struggle, but some sort of imbalance happening right here.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor.
Thank you.
I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling.
Yes.
The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
Okay.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion.
Aurora Borealis.
Data indicates that the head of the cultists
At
is
this
here
time of
right
day.
now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor.
Localized in this
Given
very room.
the prophecy of the final dawn and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Oh, great.
Blasphemous insanity.
Oh, turning red with anger. Precisely what are you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
Then let's help you with Aurora. Join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Oh, yikes. Okay, so it's recommending us to...
Technically the Inquisition has more power than Space Marines, but most Space Marines don't listen or give the Inquisitor a bad case of the disappearance.
Okay, so we're forced to take Heinrichs here. But what job is the Heinrichs? Is he... Well, we could either remove Idira, but we hardly know her. Okay, so out of all these, which is the... Okay, we need those three anyways. Let's just accept. And if things go badly, we could always just go back, right? You're a warrior. Okay.
Heinrich is melee/support.
The problem now is we don't have a lot of somebody with a warp lore with us. And of course the other problem is that we decided to come to Heinrich after we went to the buff. Like to get ourselves a buff. But I can't also dogmatic, but of course he is, because he's some friggin... Okay, word of the Emperor. Iron Arm. Allies in the circle with the 5 radius correspond resolve. Okay. Warrior, daring breach, defensive maneuvers. Okay. Melta weapon proficiency. Lore on Xenos, sanctioned powers, dogmatic, Imperial world. Okay. Humanity's finest with what do you choose for humanity's finest? Did you know? Okay, okay, strength. There we go. Iron Arm, Biomancy, Sanctioned Psyker, Biomancer. Okay. Biomancer, I hardly knew her. Okay. Okay, what do we do? Not contempt. Take this additional plus 4 damage to enemies that have no adjacent. Let's go with easy target and desolation, maybe. Deflection. Okay. Weapon skill. Reckless strike is stronger. I think you need to have your Xenos lore. Oh, no. Xenos lore is fine here. Pascal will probably be up to the job. But I think he's just gonna maybe swap around with Pascal if he's going to be that kind of person.
How tough am I? Salty Spatoon edition. I watched the whole ad and didn't skip it. It was a 2-minute ad. Enjoy your 7 cents, Biggie.
Thank you. But with YouTube doing its thing, it'll probably be even less than that.
He's good at making your melee specialist hit even harder with his biomancy. It's a good psyker school. Always scroll down through the skill picks as the psyker's spells only pop up rarely. Enjoy your pesos.
Right. I think this is just strong. We have Eternal Glory. First momentum reaches 200 during Psyker's turn. Again, this is more athletics.
Imagine if Google paid its creators in pesos. That would be funny.
Okay, we have you said Psycho talents, right? Okay. Eternal Glory. I like Realm of Heroes as well.
Yep, Psyker talents and spells only pop up every couple of level. Class skill happen often. Worth grabbing if you see one you like.
Okay. Okay, so this deals increased damage boost psychic powers, but we're not using psychic powers, right? We're using melee mostly. Oh, -1 action point. That sounds good. +10 movement point for Daring Breach. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at more talents. Corpus Conversion. Okay. Weapon skill and then strength. Sworn enemy. And common talents. And now we pick toughness. Oh, we can still pick strength. Okay. Right, that's fine. Okay. We have about 45 more minutes of me streaming. Okay, we have improved body glove. That's just a interesting item. Yep. Some the meditation bed. Neural ports. Oh, there's all actually a logic
Victory
100%
awaits.
item here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Hooray! Hidden item. Great. Charge staff. Okay. So this is leather armor?
Follow my lead.
The obvious choice just now for who to actually add to the retinue, or to remove from the retinue, would probably be what's her name? Will probably be Abelard, because now we are in a better position for it. But
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis, and where
Take heed, rogue trader.
I'm off to bed, take care sir. A pleasure. Final knot. It took me a good while before I figured out how to build these guys into a lethal team. Best of luck and may the Omni Saya be with you.
thank you, sir. Thank you for being here, buddy. And we'll see each other whenever I live stream. Tomorrow's my day off, but I stream almost every day, if my body permits. So there's that. And if I play the game more often, then you'll be able to see more of this stuff.
Sounds good. Cheers.
See ya, buddy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the
None shall stand in my way.
coming in. Probably makes the most sense if we head towards this, and maybe the our friend. Oh, special commands that we do not know. Will you be able to provide us something?
It's about time.
Right. Let's save here. And since Manta didn't say goodnight, I assume that he just went off to bed as well, or just fell asleep. The Omnissiah? Did I pick the first one correctly then? Immortal reason? So it is not the correct path. Hmm. Why is my PC just suddenly burning up immensely? It must be this thing. Okay, give me a second. I want to see if there's something I could do. Encoding overloaded? I hardly know it. Okay, let me minimize this. I need to keep you here. There's not a lot of viewers on the vertical stream. I might just disable the vertical stream for now, but we'll see. Um, let's see. Okay, the dashboard is working fine. Oh, I didn't turn on my fan. Let's see if that helps. Or maybe it's just my PC roaring and raring going, please, I, not, it's going at max temp right now, so. Yep, my CPU's at max temp right now. That's not good. Not the most ideal thing to actually see it doing. And then there's just people watching and from the stream as well. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I'm just going to do this and see if this will help. Yeah. I'm going to save and then exit for a little bit. Let my PC cool down a little. Maybe just look up a guide. And let's see if my PC just cools down a bit. Right now it's taking up most of my memory. Opera? Why is Opera taking up so much memory? Okay, just give it a second while things cool down. Sorry, folks. Mhm. Okay, let's reboot the game. Yeah, something's taking up a fair bit of okay, let me just quit a couple of things. See if that helps out. What's happening here? Oh, we have a software update for my thingy as well. Okay. Don't crash my PC now. Okay. Crasher, I hardly know her. Man, I am not doing so well these couple of days. Tomorrow is a day off, so I'll try to play the game as much as I can. But my stomach's rumbling because I haven't eaten anything เรียกฮะเดี๋ยวขอลูกอมหน่อย1 เม็ดลูกอมโอเล่ก็ได้แล้วก็น้ำแล้วเดี๋ยวเสร็จแล้วฝากเอาอะไรมาเช็ดหน้าพี่นิดหนึ่งหน้ามืด
It's about time.
Okay, much better.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Your emperor won't save you.
Oh great, we've been ambushed. I've been ambushed by a wet cloth.
Chaos guides me.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Right. How far is your gaze? It's far enough to reach you. Hey. And extra turnsies to Abelar.
If I may,
Abelar, could you endure? Uh, sworn enemy. My
I will do
enemy.
my duty.
Death to the weak.
Great. I managed
Death to
to
non-believers.
destroy my cover.
This is unacceptable.
Oh, that's not good.
Doubt is for the weak.
Fired. And we'll dash you out of here.
I serve the ruinous powers.
There I am. Let me move myself
I
here.
shall not fear.
Who do I want to extra turns these? I want Cassia's extra turns these, maybe.
Nothing I can't do. Already done.
I'm
Yep.
not accustomed.
Lidless stared. And I have a snooper. Snooper shoot.
Suits mine, but opposing me was your biggest mistake.
All right, buddy, move here.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
And we have a couple of things we could do. Let's use Iron Arm.
Let's see to it.
Buff. Slice.
But of course, your reckoning is due.
And we'll just charge you.
For the throne's glory.
Abelard, over here.
My place is at the fore. I took care of this one.
Move here.
A tactically sound approach.
Get
Indeed.
endured. Hardly no word. We have a nice and long charge.
At your beck and call.
Bat. And now we have Daring Breach.
We'll rule the stars themselves.
Let's go ahead and slice you one.
Reduced to dust.
Move you here.
Follow my lead.
And just slice you a couple of times. Let's use
Victory is imminent.
this.
At your beck and one fewer target.
Wait, where's our last unit? Okay, over here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Oh, crud.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Wait, oh, he actually didn't suffer any damage at all.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I will do my duty.
Okay, didn't manage to taunt you there.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Right, let's go. Buff.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Can we exploit you from here?
The
Yes.
Omnissiah known comprehends all.
Let's
Running
reduce
by
cover
net
efficiency,
override.
and we'll just snoop.
Cogitation failed. My vow is
Just a minor setback.
Emperor, give me strength.
Now we'll use No, 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 no.
mandatory ocular augmentation.
I wanted to use shift 1. Damn it. Alright, Cascal. Please, I'll need your snooper ability for this.
The scriptural prognosis.
Come on. Wait, is there a lone enemy somewhere that I haven't gotten? Oh, there you are.
My competences are not that universal.
Okay, dismantling attack or second weapon dismantling attack. Do we have an extra turnsies for Abelard though?
I'll paint your death in colors.
Right, that means that we have a charge attack. After moving up a little bit closer.
My place is at the fore.
Okay, please don't stop the combat and...
I can
Oh,
make it.
wait. Ah, I'm so angry. I knew it was going to end the combat. And I knew it was going to shock us as soon as we ended the combat. Oh. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Ready for data input.
Right. Let's go ahead and start healing people. Heal yourself.
We function as one.
Heal
System
Cassia.
shutdown is premature.
I can see bright colors again.
Heal Heinrich.
Initiating bioreformation protocol.
I needed that.
System shutdown is premature.
I'm grateful.
Initiating bioreformation protocol.
Thank you. Now, where were we?
Okay. I'll need to just heal everybody.
System shutdown is premature.
I
Initiating
stand in recognition.
bioreformation protocol.
Back into the fray.
I can see bright
Integrity
colors
factor
again.
increased. My
Get rid of some fresh
frail
wounds.
organics required it. Initiating bioreformation protocol.
Injuries will not slow me.
Can be removed and fully healed on the void ship's bridge. Okay, so crippling. We have a crippled arm, so that sucks. I don't want to reload. That screwed me over. Really, really poorly. Okay, let me see if I could actually look at the chat in the other live stream. See if there's anybody even here. No, I haven't seen anybody here since Laticus, so... Laticus Baker's man.
Sorry I vanished for a bit. My cousin stopped by.
Ah, I see. So what about... Well, okay, so here's what happened. I'm gonna save it's over here. So I entered... Okay, so what happened was... I entered battle, right? And look at this area right here. This has timed items. You can see that there's a... You have to time yourself properly to not get hit by these electrical attacks. And I knew exactly what was going to happen. Is that at the moment where we finish the battle, everybody's just going to run up and get electrocuted. As soon as the timing stops. And that happened exactly. And everybody got electrocuted and everybody got wounded. And it crippled Argenta. So, hated that.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Yep.
Let the blood flow!
And as you can see, there's just a bunch of stuff here.
That is horrible and funny.
Yes. And I reloaded. I'm gonna buff everybody. Move Pascal up over here.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
And we will use either one attack or no. Let's use the exploit. Followed by analysis.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
And I'm just gonna bonk him on the head.
I venerate you, machine spirit.
Out of my way!
Okay. Sister Argenta! I hardly know her. Let's just use run and gun. Make her move a little bit further forward. Next to you, maybe.
Guided by faith!
And now we could use
Faith
increase
without deeds
AoE.
is worthless. I refuse.
Damn it! She's next to another unit. Here, I have a bit of a fire.
For you, my emperor!
And now I could use you. Yeah, there we go.
None can escape the emperor's judgment.
And now I could dash you into cover. There we go. Hey look, it's me, I'm Biggy. Avoid getting hit, please. Who do I want to give extra turnsies to? Well, I want to give extra turnsies to you.
I'll pass.
Alright, madam, you serve me. Let's give you more stuff for voice of command.
Not a problem for me.
I'm gonna ask you to do a bit more shooting.
Nothing I can't do.
I'll do it.
What do you mean you can't hit all three of them? I guess that'll do.
As the emperor commands, I...
Okay, that'll do nicely. Let's add momentum. Okay, we didn't quite get enough for a an extra
That is
turnsies.
for the weak. Chaos guides me.
Hey, let's move you here.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
That's what she said.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's see if we could use some temporary wounds.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Pascal. And I'll use one of these brutal strikes.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I forgot to actually give you an exposure.
Cogitation fails.
Exposure, I hardly know her.
Quest approved.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I want to slice open
I
this
won't
box.
do that. Not sanctioned to do this.
Great. Oh, we also have a gun. So there's that.
Let's see to it.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Master Chief Snake. Snake. Snarky.
I won't object to it. Be gone.
Good job. Thanks for being here, buddy.
More trouble than it's worth.
Abelard.
I'm back from playing SD Gundam G Generation Eternal.
Currently, for me, I don't have a lot of things to do with G-Gen Eternal. So there's that.
Have you checked SD Gundam G Generation Eternal? Oh, I see.
It will be done.
Charge it. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of things for me to do at the moment with G-Gen Eternal. Reason being, I don't have, I pretty much have everything unlocked. The last thing I have to do is, Expert
Never
3.
mind that.
Yeah, last thing I have to do is Expert 3. I'm sitting up today, though. That's a good thing. As opposed to where I usually am.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
So anyway,
Yep.
No matter the cost.
Yep. Oh no. Yeah, anyway.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Let's just slice you a couple of times.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
And I'll
At your beck and call.
endure. Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to be able to move and hit a bit more. Alright, let's just use a couple of things. Let's use analyze enemy.
I just ate Lao sausage for dinner.
That sounds tasty. Precise attack.
Insignificant value.
Right. Come on.
Rejoice in battle!
Argenta. We have a nice long shot.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
No longer winded. Let's use run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Move you a little bit closer.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
We're gonna use this. No. Let's not use burst attacks here. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Plus a sticky rice.
Ooh, sticky rice. You can never ever go wrong with sticky rice. Unless you're on a
Let's see how
diet.
they
Then you
respond
could
to
always go
this.
wrong with sticky rice.
I don't have time for this. Absolutely not. Suits my purposes.
Let's see. Pew pew.
I'll do it.
We have
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands, I
move you
act.
here. And let's go with a couple of pew pews.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
%31%.
Strike.
Right, XCOM levels of shenanigans. There we go. I want to move you over here, away from being electrocuted. Let's see. Give Abelard an extra turn, maybe?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay.
Azoscum. Also high achieve.
I'd rather not. A tactically sound approach. Someone else can do this.
Target's too
I'm
close.
not interested. Victory is imminent.
And Cassia, I hardly know where.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Then Violet and other forms of Pokemons. Right, let's see. Slashy slashy?
I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Okay. Don't get electrocuted, please. Okay, finally. Right, I'm gonna save here. I'm done for today. After all that BS. Yeah, anyways. There is a bunch of cultist gunners and things. I'll go ahead and do an athletics check, get these goods. Let's loot the body of these gunners. Yeah, this is just a sniper rifle. And armored body gloves.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Easily done.
Okay, we have a plasma pistol in case somebody wants a plasma gun. Go Pascal.
Operation successful.
Triumph of... Okay. Tenets of the Electro Priest religion. Okay, stands out amongst them as a triumph of reason over other facets. Okay, so reason is one of the tenets.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
So, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? Since I'm ending the stream, I'm going to do one... Do I want to do one pull? From the Zeta Gundam? No, I need to stick to my principles. And save up until the next banner comes along. Alright? So let's go ahead and just switch over to my member screen here. Alright, thank you members. Thank you Apilux, Manta, Doug Bolden, Rafa Vega Chapa, Techno, Amislam, for being members of the time of streaming and getting to watch watch my videos early, cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment and all that good things. All those things. I'm happy to be able to... Yeah. I'm heading back to the bed now, so I could rest up a little bit. But things are going... okay, so I'm happy to be able to sit up for today. I'll see what I'll do today and tomorrow. I will spend some time backing up my PC and reinstalling everything, and hopefully everything works. If things don't work, then that's unfortunate. But I'll definitely be back the day after.
I must go now, and good live stream. Bye.
Yeah, bye Master Chief. Thanks for being here. I'll need to reinstall a bunch of things as well, so I'll need to handle that in a little bit. But yeah, it's me and Biggy, and I'll be back next time. Thank you guys for being here. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe
and all.
Yep.
Hope Windows 11 doesn't curse you.
It's gonna curse me anyways, yeah. But like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified when we go live, etc. But yeah, thanks for being here. Everybody, bye for now. Click the join button or subscribe to me on Twitch. Either way, it helps me out a little bit. Yep, bye for now. That's a BRB, not to buy. Just give me a second. There we go.